A long overdue welcome home for our Vietnam veterans is happening this weekend at the Marietta National Guard Armory. Darren Sherlock, the Executive Director of the Washington County Veterans Service Office, is here with me this morning. Thank you for being here.
Thanks for having us.
So can you start by talking a little bit about what the event is?
Sure. So what the event is, it's a welcome home for Vietnam veterans. And it's really a way for us to recognize the soldiers, sailors, Marines who went and served in Vietnam and give them a long overdue welcome home. Thank you for your service.
And so who all is it for? Is it just for Vietnam veterans, their family, other veterans?
So the event is focused around the Vietnam veterans. Of course, they're there to bring their families, but we also encourage everybody else that would like to come and see the event because it's a nice way. One of the things that the Vietnam veterans didn't receive as much as they should have was welcome home and thank you for their service. So people who weren't there can now do that. They can now come back and see them, look them in the eyes, shake their hands, and give them that long overdue welcome home.
And I know there are a lot of resources also being offered at the event for the veterans. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Sure. So we invited different vendors to come to say what services and things that they provide to the veterans in the community. So we'll have groups like the Red Cross or other veteran organizations like the VFW or the American Legion, and anybody that likes to help veterans to say, hey, we're in the community, we do these things, we'd like you to know about us.
And so when and where is it happening?
So it's happening at the Guard Armory, which is on 241 Front Street in Marietta. It's happening at 5 o'clock this Saturday, the 29th. At 5 o'clock, the doors open. We'll have food, some music, the ceremony, which will include a guest speaker, and then give some awards to some Vietnam veterans.
And so if people want to attend, do they need to get tickets, RSVP, or can they just show up?
No, there's no tickets. You don't need to RSVP. There's no cost. Anybody that likes to come, please come. The more the merrier, and it's a great chance to show your patriotism by thanking someone who showed theirs during the Vietnam War.
And so why is this event important for you to bring to the community past just thanking the veterans?
Right. So one of the reasons, first of all, is March 29th is National Vietnam War Veterans Day. But the reason that we have a national day is at the time of the Vietnam War, there was a lot of political turmoil in the United States. And those soldiers didn't get the right recognition and accolades that other generations did. So this is a chance for us to make up for that and just to, like I said, say thank you for their service. But it's really a little bit more important than that because the Vietnam veterans did so much for America, both in the war and then after the war, fighting for veterans benefits, fighting for better medical care, and being leaders in our community. And if we don't recognize the service of those people, we're not going to have the next generation that steps up to do what they did. And let's be frank, there's always going to be another war. We're always going to need strong men and women to defend us. And if we don't take care of the ones that did it in the past, how can we expect the future generations to step up and do the same thing?
Yeah. Thank you so much for joining me here this morning, Darren.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
And we will have more coming up on Daybreak right after the break.